Okay, so welcome back. I had a small crash problem earlier and have rerun the simulation. As is the case with Sod's Law, I don't have that little poke through problem down there anymore. But it has poked through the, or the hand has poked through the dress, which we can fix that instead. Okay, first of all, I want to tidy these up a bit. Now I consider this to be kind of cloth room post work, if you like. Now I have Poser Pro, and that comes with this little morphing tool here, which is quite useful. Now I understand you could use it to create actual morphs for your clothes and such like, but in this case this is kind of a one-off thing where I'm just going to make things a bit better. Now for this one I want to go to the smooth tool, make sure I've got my dress selected, and then I'm just going to smooth that crack along there. Now this is often difficult to see the results of this until you take them off. So I'm just going to smooth around there. And if you get your properties pane up, you'll see on your dress you've got a custom morph now. So I'm just set that to 0. As you can see the difference that's made now. So we have one there, and that's just neatened that up very nicely, so that, you know, if I want to, I can use that back bit in my picture. Then the other thing I want to do then is fix their little hand down there. I'm just going to go to the hand cam to make life easier. Now, that was the small tool. I'm now going to use the push tool, and we're just going to use that to push this mesh away from the fingers. Now you can adjust your size and your stroke size, magnitude. We're just going to give this a go and see what it does. By the looks of it, absolutely nothing. Mostly because I've managed to reselect the thumb. So I'm going to go back to my dress. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to pick the body figure for Victoria, and I'm going to hide it for the moment and just get my eye in so I think I know where I'm working. Go back to pick the prop. I think it's there somewhere. So that's just caved that in a little bit, as you can see. Then hit smooth. There we go. Now try and turn the body back on again. You can see that's gone a bit far. So what I'm going to do is hit the pull option. Make sure I've got the dress selected, and see if I can pull that out. Now it hasn't worked because I've managed to select the body again, which is very annoying. There we go, that's better. Yep, I'll just select it again. There we go. So, I mean, that's by no means perfect, but you can keep going in and working on that with your various tools until you've got something that's reasonable. Now, I'm never going to say you're going to get that absolutely perfect, but you get the idea. You might get it perfect, you might have slightly more patience than I have, but in this case, just to show you a little bit of how it works. So if there's anything else on the dress that you're not happy with, then I think perhaps that crease in there needs some smoothing. You can go and smooth that out. I think that's a bit better. That one under there is perhaps not as good as I want it. Okay. So that's just using the morph tool to do a bit of post work on your simulation, and it's looking quite nice. I'm loving these little things here, they're looking good. That might need a bit of smoothing. Yeah, I mean, it's looking alright. Okay, so it is worth noting, obviously, that if this works for poke through on these props, it will work for poke through on just about anything. If you have a piece of conforming cloth that's not quite working, you've got a few little bits, then use the morph tool. Okay, so that's that for that session. I'm just going to close down, and then I'll get on to the next part in a moment or two.